Hey J Squad, welcome back to my channel, and you're here for some more tea for story time. So this story time is another Halloween special, and I'm telling you guys two or three of my paranormal experiences that I've had in my life. One really old and two new, so I don't know if I've already posted my other one, but if I have, welcome to story 2. This one happened maybe 2 summers ago, and I Snapchatted, and you guys were here for it. So, like I said in my other video, my phone that had the pictures of the house, my first reaction and my second reaction when people told me that it was haunted, and a house tour of the ghost house was on my old phone and my Snapchat, and I always save my Snapchat so I can post them in videos like this. Unfortunately, that phone broke, locked me out. I can't get any of my information. Let's jump into the story. 2 years ago, my brother came to visit. He was living in Germany at the time. He got sent to Germany for 2 years on deployment, and he was coming back for the first time to visit. And my mom and me decided to go on a mini vacation up to the mountains with both my brothers and her, and we rented this place that I stayed at in the mountains with a previous person that I was dealing with at the time, except we rented the bigger version of it. So this was like a 5-bedroom house. It was old, very, very old. When we first got up to the house, it didn't feel haunted to me, but when we walked in, I don't know. Yeah, when we walked in and we were getting the tour and stuff, the room that I chose to stay in, my room was connected to the living room. I was the only one downstairs, you guys, so keep that in mind. Everybody stayed upstairs. I was the only room downstairs that I stayed in. My room was connected to the living room, and around that circle, you know, you had the kitchen and stuff, but around that circle, you had the bathroom and another living room, and then you had the front door. So the living room, it gave me the creeps. The living room next to the front door gave me the creeps. Like, I didn't want, if I had to go to the bathroom, I would walk around through the living room, the other living room that's connected to the kitchen, to get to the bathroom to avoid the front room. And I didn't tell anybody that. I just felt spooked about it. So both my brothers and my mom stayed upstairs, and my mom, she was really weird when we were going to bed. And you'll soon find out why. She kept asking me, was I okay staying downstairs by myself? And I was like, yeah, like, I've stayed downstairs plenty of times before in different houses. And she was like, yeah, you know, it's just a house that we don't know, so, you know, I'm kind of concerned. I was like, Mom, we're in the middle of nowhere on a mountain. What are you concerned about? Like, are you concerned about, like, killer hillbillies, or the hills have eyes or something? I didn't say that. So then the other weird thing that she did was she got a chair, and she put a chair under the knob on the front door. And then I had 2 doors, one that opened up to lead to the living room with the front door. She took another chair and put it up against that door. So I only had one entryway out of my room through the living room connected to the kitchen. I was like, Mom, you're kind of being extreme. And she was like, I know, sweetie, but, you know, we're just somewhere that we don't know. And, you know, it just makes me feel better because you're all down here by yourself. And I'm like, okay. I just let her do what she does. She's a mom. You understand. So everybody goes upstairs, and I am in bed, and I'm trying to go to sleep. And all of a sudden, the air gets I'm getting so creeped out right now. The air is getting really, really dense and thick. And I was like under the blankets like this, and my attention senses were focusing what was on the other side of the blanket that I couldn't see. And that's where the chair was. And I just kept getting this thick feeling that something was sitting there watching me. I just couldn't, like, I feel it right now. It's like, have you guys ever had that feeling where all of a sudden it feels like someone's watching you, but you can't see them? And you're alone? Like, it just came out of nowhere, you guys. I'm trying to sleep. I'm not thinking of anything that's making me scared. I'm not having a bad dream. It just, all of a sudden, it's thick. The room just feels like something's in here. So finally, I get the courage to reach out and turn on my light. And I sit up in bed and I'm looking around. No one's there, of course, but my eyes keep darting back to the front door where my mom put the chair at. Not the front door that leads outside, but my door, because that door's shut. And it's like someone is sitting in this chair looking at me. And it's just this overwhelming presence that I'm just so scared. So I get on my phone and I Snapchat you, and I say, you guys, I don't know what it is, but it feels like this place is haunted. Something like that. I feel like there's something in my room. That's what I Snapchatted. And I think I was like under the blankets doing that too. So I decided, like, I don't want to get out of bed, because you guys know from my previous like paranormal story times, if I feel like there's something in my room, I'm not gonna move, because I do not want to like raise the awareness to this ghost that I know it's here or that I am here, so it wants to like make itself known. Do not make yourself known. I am scared enough. Let me be. So I just stay on my phone and start playing. I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Instagram. And then like after maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, if you guys have ever had a ghost experience like this, you would know what I mean. Out of nowhere, the room is lighter. It no longer feels thick. It no longer feels like there's someone there. Like, I just feel free, like angels are in my room or something. So at this point, I feel free. Like, I get up, I walk around my room, I look around, like, that's weird. Like, it just feels like it didn't even happen, to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I can go to sleep now, put my phone back down, charged it, and turned off the light and went to sleep. Nothing happened that night, to my knowledge. So I bring it up to my mom the next day. No. Do I bring it up to my mom? Yes, I bring it up to my mom, and she says, okay, you know, you could just be scared or freaked out or something. I'm like, no, I felt it. And I asked her, did you feel anything? Do you feel anything in this house? So this is how I found out that the house was haunted. Like, for sure. So me and my brother, we go on a hike by ourselves, and we come back, and the people next door who rented out the place next to us called us over, and they were like drinking and stuff, and they were drinking wine and stuff. It was like a whole family, like mom, dad, kids, and stuff like that. They were just vacationing, and they were like, hey, have you guys like had an experience? We heard that house was haunted. I start screaming. I was like, oh my god, are you guys serious? I was just telling my mom how I just had that experience, and she doesn't believe me. Or she did believe me, but she just couldn't believe that it happened and stuff, and she didn't have any proof, so she was kind of skeptical. And they flipped. They were like, oh my god, can we get a tour of the house? We want to see, you know, they told us that the owner's mom died in that house. There's so many people have lived in that house, and they say that it's the owner's mom. Everybody there who stayed in that house have all had some type of experience. I'm freaking out at this moment. Like, I'm not the crazy one. You guys can believe me. I knew I wasn't tripping. So we bring them all 7 or 6 of them into our house, and I tell my mom what happened. I was like, I told you this house was haunted. And they're like, yeah, they said, you know, she's retelling her story about what the owner said. And my mom finally admitted, she was like, that's why I kept putting those chairs under your doors, because I felt weird. Like, something just felt weird. And then she said, it was the front room near the front door that I did not like. And I was like, Mom, that's the same room that I didn't want to go into. She was like, yeah, I would purposely not go through that room because it just felt weird. I was like, Mom, that's the room that I wouldn't go into. And she was like, that's why I propped those chairs up, just in case something came in. But really, I just felt like there was a presence there. We are just having a ball, you guys. So that is actually my second ghost story. Like, nothing really happened. It was just like this overwhelming feeling, and then we get this whole entire story about how the house is haunted, and the great grandmother died in the house and stuff. So not much of a ghost story, but still a ghost story. It counts. It counts. But we did have a really good time, you know, on that vacation, hiking, and it was really exciting. The next day, the next night that we stayed there, I didn't feel anything. Nothing happened. My mom didn't have an experience. My brother actually chose not to go. My oldest brother chose not to go on a hike with us because he hurt himself. And when we came back, he was like, you know, I've been here all day, nothing's happened or anything. But he did say that he felt weird in his room upstairs. He did say that his room gave him the creeps, so he was mainly downstairs, but he didn't really feel anything. And then, you know, that night he came in to check on me, saying, oh, you okay? Because I guess he thought I was freaked out. He was freaked out too. He tries to act like he's not freaked out, but my oldest brother is one of the biggest scaredy cats that I know. And he did admit that he was scared and stuff, but nothing happened. But yeah, I didn't really feel anything the next night that we were there. I think we only stayed there for 2 nights, 3 days and 2 nights. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like, the house was beautiful, the land was beautiful. I love visiting that place. So yes, if I ever go back to that place and I have the money to stay at that house, then I would stay in a haunted place again, just because I'm curious. And I wouldn't tell any of my friends that were with that place is haunted, just so I could get their true reactions to everything. But yeah, that was a fun one. So put down your ghost experience in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Please subscribe, give this video a like, and I will talk to you guys later, J Squad.
Why do you seem so scared? All I wanted to do was play with you. Please come and play with me. I am so lonely. You're not afraid of the dark, are you? Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will show you where I play hide and seek. Do you want to play hide and seek? You hide and I'll find you. You're going to die in there. Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.